On Live It Up, I have someone that I used to do dinner theater with many years ago. It was Joey and Mary's Irish-Italian wedding. It was one of the first jobs I had on Long Island. And we all stayed in touch because a lot of times performers and entertainers do that. And with me now is Killy Dwyer, and she is a performance artist. I am so excited to have her here because she's mega talented. Hello, how are you?
I'm great. I'm so glad to be here. I missed you.
Oh, I missed you too. Tell us what you're doing now with your career.
Well, I sort of kind of went in a totally different direction, but kept some of the improvisation stuff that we were doing. I'm doing, more underground and alternative comedy and music, performance art, and a lot of theatrical stuff, but more through my music. So, kind of my music is like, I would say I do a lot of space-themed music, a lot of robots, a lot of lady parts stuff, a lot of, stuff about mental illness, but I try to keep it really funny and loose and, give a message, but make it musical and make it funny.
And you do a lot of photography too. I saw you, it's almost like it's like this underground cool thing, but there was like this baby grand piano that was in a river. Can you tell us about that experience?
Yes, that's Heck Tad. He is a brilliant underground artist, and he is an international artist. And he had just basically, under cover of night, slid this beautiful baby grand piano into the river and just kind of let it, do its thing, whatever it was going to do, tides in, tides out. And I discovered it. And so I went a few times and did some photo shoots with my husband, who I work with a lot. He does all my video stuff and, visual website stuff. So we just kind of created this whole spectacle around it, and I would perform on it. And it really became a really cool part of my image that I have right now. So
and speaking of spectacle, I think that's a great word for you in the most respective way, because even when we were doing dinner theater, you just have a sparkle and a shine, and you're like a spectacle. You're like a superstar in your own right. When did you know, at what age, that was you? Because it seems like as a grown-up, you are exactly who you were back in the day, but now there's a purpose for it.
Yeah, my mom would say I'm exactly who I was back in the day, too. I don't think I ever grew up. I didn't get the memo on that. I knew when the first time I ever got on stage, I almost said Joey and Mary's Irish-Italian comedy wedding, but no, that was not the first thing I did. I did a play that was Peanuts, based on the Peanuts series, and I was Sally. It's called You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. And I knew right away, I had a blast, and I knew that, feeling that audience connection and feeling that I could be anybody I wanted to at any time in front of people and feel comfortable doing that. I feel more comfortable doing this right here than sometimes I feel actually having interactions in general with people. I feel comfortable on stages, and I feel comfortable, we go way back, but being on the stage is my comfort zone, whereas most people probably wouldn't feel that way. And I feel I can really be myself, or I can just be whoever I want to be.
And I know that you talk about a lot of social issues in your work. And what's important to you now? What do you want to speak out against or for?
I would say I'm definitely a feminist, and I'm I want to talk about things that affect women. That's my number one goal. And I'm also, as far as being original and creating original work, I think that's something I really want to, talk about a lot and just be, people could talk about stuff all day, and feminists can, be online on Twitter freaking out, but also there's just a way of being a strong woman, or, being an original artist, or just being those things so that you can lead by example. And that's it right there. I just want to be a good example.
And it's fun for me to see you in a different outfit, because every time I'd see you every weekend, you're always wearing a pink dress. Sometimes you play the bride, you'd wear white, but you were always in pink. So, but let's take a look at what you brought us. You brought us a clip.
I did.
All right. Does it need any setup?
I will say that it's a really cool hardcore rap video about flossing. So,
all right.
Boom.
Take it away. Show our teeth. Grin. Yay.
Oh yeah, I got something stuck up in my grill. Chill, I got floss, boss. It's 2:30. Since I was a kid, my melon was filled with dread that my teeth would all fall out of my pretty little head. Thrice on the daily, I clean my potty mouth hole. It's the yap that I trap food in. Kiss, swear, sing, blow hole. Floss, Collins, come to season 2. Floss, show your teeth who is a floss boss. I wanna chew my cud till my dying breath, eating hardcore food till my hardcore death. One time I couldn't find any floss to floss my teeth with, so I pulled up Penny's hair and I flossed with it. Floss, Collins, come to season 2. Floss, show your teeth who is a floss boss. Take that floss out in your hand, wrap it around your fingers, knock that plaque out like your ex, suck on Jenny's I don't want to talk to you if your mouth smells like farts. Flossing isn't easy, it's a mother flossing art. Gotta ease that thread between your teeth and clean up and down while curving floss around the teeth, gummin' and the crowns. Floss, Collins, come to season 2. Floss, show your teeth who is a floss boss. Treat your teeth good and between your teeth better, or you'll end up flossing under your bridges with the floss threader. Or even worse, now listen to your mentor. Don't be like your grandmama and end up with dentures. Floss, Collins, come to season 2. Floss, show your teeth who is a floss